Hello and welcome back to Kev's Hobby Showcase. I'm of course Kevin, and you may have also seen me on Tabletop Jones Productions, where John and I are the two idiots playing board games. And today I'm going to be painting some Mandalorian Commandos from the game Star Wars Shatterpoint. And they got basically two versions here, male and female actually. So you got the male version with the boy, be nice if I grip things, wouldn't it? So you got the male model, basically with the jump jets. Makes me think I'm doing BattleTech again, right? It's like a rocket pack, and you got the female one on the ground, crouching but on the ground. So I'm going to be doing the priming off camera because typical spring in New York, it is cold and raining out there, and I'm not doing priming outside when it's cold and raining, or at the very least raining. So yeah, I'm going to be doing it off camera, and then when I come back, we're going to be doing the base coats on these two, and we'll get this whole thing started. All right, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and that primer is now dry on these Mandalorian Commandos, and we're going to get started on the base coat. All right, so let's put my handy-dandy device on. Alright, now, so I was looking at the website, and the base coat is basically going to be black. It's pretty much what it shows the armor to be. I mean, it's got some coloring on it, but that could be done later. Yeah, if you heard that, actually I'm sure you heard that because I do at times watch my own videos and I hear it. It's the central air unit, and unfortunately, as what usually happens for the transition into spring, it is taking its sweet ass time. Yeah, so basically I woke up today to do my errands, which is basically food and grocery shopping. Well, pretty much that's it. And it was raining. And I looked at the temperature. The temperature said it was in like the mid-30s, and I just looked and I was like in disbelief. And actually last night, I did get a weather alert for snow. Now, where I am, there is no snow. It's basically going to be north of where I am. I have no idea if they got snow, but I do know it is not unheard of, especially for this area, the New York tri-state area, to have snow on the ground when it's close to Easter. And of course it is close to Easter. It's actually because tomorrow is actually Palm Sunday. Alright, so we got one Mandalorian, the base coat finished, and I'll get this one. Yeah, so so basically, in addition to that, to all that niceness, what do I get? My arthritis acting up. Yay! Yeah, my son accompanies me, and right now, because basically since I have no car, pretty much gave up car ownership in the divorce to try to keep my house, which so far I got it. Yeah, so my son accompanies me on the errands, which I'm very thankful, at least for when he's with me. When he's not with me, I got to do it by myself. And so we're out there, and we're doing the basic walking with a I have like a fold-up wagon that I use to carry all the groceries back. because otherwise I don't know how I would carry all the groceries back. So anyway, I pull it to the plate, to the supermarket when it's, before we start, so it's empty when I'm pulling it. And since my son's got the younger body, younger legs and all that, he pulls it on the way back. And, I mean, he doesn't mind it, thankfully. He doesn't really give me a problem, thankfully. Neither one of my kids give me a problem, which is so awesome. So if your kids are watching, shout out to both of you. They don't want me to give their names, so don't ask. And, yeah, so every time we're going uphill, I just turn to my son and go, uphill sucks. Alright, so base coat actually went pretty darn quick. Alright, so we're going to let that base coat dry, and when we come back, there's different areas on the armor where I could put red, and we'll see about also, if you see me looking to the sides, because that's where my tablet is with the, basically both these pieces showing what the colors are. So it's going to be red and possibly put some blue in there. These might, go pretty quick, so we'll see how that goes. So let's let that black paint dry, and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and the black paint on those Mandalorian Commandos has had some time to dry, and we're going to start on some details. All right, so let's just get to it. Let's see how far we get. Okay. Alrighty. Well, first things first, because the thing that's the most prominent from the pictures that I am seeing is red paint. So, it might be time to get some red paint. All right. All right, get that there. So yeah, before I took a break, I was talking about the weather that we're having now. And boy, oh boy, are we having some weather. Thankfully, we're not having the snow that I had heard about. It is definitely north of where I am in Staten Island. But this is pretty much typical of spring in New York. Trying to get red on the visor, and it's not going exactly how I would like. I guess it's not too bad. Alright. So let me get the rest of this. Got red down here by the shins. Yeah, so anyway, I think because of the weather is the reason why I couldn't show you the priming, even though I'm sure by now, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Alright. Got all the red for there. Let's get all the red for this one. It's actually, you know what, in the helmet, even on the other one, it's not as bad as I originally thought. Because, as far as anything that needs to be black again, I mean, that could be fixed with the wash. And when I was putting these together, they had these big things, big like armor pieces that went across the thighs, which is what I'm painting now. Well, now, that was a surprise. Alright. Alright. So yeah, colors on the both of them, they are applied slightly different, but not that different. Alright. So I've got the red on. I'm going to, alright, well, we're done with the red actually. And I'm going to put on the gunmetal for the weapons. And I will say that I have learned that when I'm painting something all black and I use gunmetal, there isn't much difference between the two. I will say that. But I'm going to use it anyway. Okay, so for this particular Mandalorian, it is just the one gun that's out. This one, however, has two. So let's get them both. All right. And the reality is, with these two, I mean, with the detailing, I might actually be able to get done with a good portion of this rather quickly. All right, I think I could put gunmetal away for now. All right, so let me take a look. All right, some subtleness with blue, and I learned with Gar Saxon in a previous video, the blue doesn't show up too much, but I'm still going to use it. Alright, so let me just give a quick little look. Alright. Alright. Getting a little bits here and there. It's like little subtleties for this blue color. Let me take a little look. Alright, trying not to go over the red that I just did. Alright. Okay, that one's done, with the blue at least. Alright, so let's get... Yeah, it's like more like, like highlights around certain things for the blue color. And I know it doesn't really stand out a lot, but you know, from my perspective, the way I'm looking at it, it does stand out a bit. It gives like a bit of a highlight to it. So this way, it's kind of noticeable but in a subtle way. You know, not everything has to be totally dominant. That's why, as you see, when I'm going down for more paint, I'm just kind of like tapping it into the top here. So I don't want to overload it too much with paint. All right. Anything else? Actually, yes. Okay. All right. So pretty much done with this. Now I noticed for this guy here, you know, it had the belt, very metallic color. So let's see. Let's see if we can get it to stand out. It is standing out. I just wish that this particular color of paint wasn't so watery. Ah, yeah, because it's running down the front, unfortunately. Alright, so hold on a sec. Okay. This is what I should have done before. I should have wiped most of it off. Alright. Okay. It's still going to show up. Maybe not as much as I would have liked it to, but it's still going to show up. Now, let's see. What else could we do before absolutely having to take a break? We can put that away. Alright, we're going to get the smoke, the white for the smoke on the on all this from the jetpack. Because because I also do play BattleTech, I am so like almost ready to call it jump jets. Okay. I gotta get it from every little angle. Okay, getting close to getting this finished. Okay. Alrighty, I think that's a good spot to stop and take a break at. Okay, so I'm going to take a break and let all that paint dry. And when we come back, I'm going to get some more of these details done. Maybe even get to the base. All right, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, on those Mandalorian Commandos, I've given the paint some time to dry, and let's see if we can get this just about finished. Alright, let's just get to it. Alright, so there's really not a lot that has to go. I mean, I end up having to take out the flat aluminum again, because there's a couple of really subtle areas, and it's mainly here. And if you're hearing that, I have no idea what the heck that is. It sounds like someone's about ready to drag race, to be honest. Okay. And get the tops of these. Okay. All right. Like I said, very subtle. Okay, now it's pretty much just about done. Just a little bit with the yellow. All right. So for this guy, got the yellow right here to look like he's blasting away. All right. Let's get the other side. All right. Now, it shows to have a little dot of it right up here. I'm not sure why. And for her, one on each side. Again, I don't know why, but very subtle. All right, so that is pretty much everything for the pieces, and now we go to the bases. I took out a metallic gray, and let's get a good brush for that. Alright, so on this base, just got the metallic gray on on a very small portion of it. And while we have it out, let's get this side. Let's get this one. This guy here. Alright. Yeah, these bases are pretty unique in the way, and they try to excuse me, they try to pretty much show different settings in the Star Wars universe. just about done with this. And this one here is just the metallic color, but on the other one, I'm gonna have. All right, that's done for that. Oh, it's done for this color actually. All right. So on the other one there, desert yellow. I've been getting a good amount of use out of this since I bought it. All right, let me find a good brush. So of course one's gonna fall to the floor, because you know why not. All right. Just about done with these two, because once I'm done with this, just got to let this paint dry, and then it's just a wash, and then it's finished. And one thing I will have to say is that I don't always know how long these videos are going to go while I'm recording them. So sometimes I think I'm going pretty quick, and then I look at all the clips and I'm like, oh, this went longer than I thought I was doing. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's pretty much it for the paint. The only thing that's going to be left is the wash. Alright, so I'm going to let that paint dry on these Mandalorian Commandos, and when I come back, I'm going to do the wash, and it's all finished. Alright, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, and these Mandalorian Commandos, I've given all that paint some time to dry, and now it's just the wash, and it's all finished. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, so, you know, with the wash, I am very much aware that on black paint, it's not going to show up as much, but I'm still going to put it on. And this is going to go very quickly. This guy is going to, the wash will actually do a bit more because of the smoke here from the power pack, from the jet pack. And that's it. Oh, wait, no, let's get the base. It's not going to really show up too much on the base either, but I'm doing it anyway. Alright, so that's it. Alright, so here we go. 2 Mandalorian Commandos. Ready for when I learn how to play Star Wars Shatterpoint. Alright, so that's all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it at least entertaining. Please like, subscribe, and share this video as much as possible. Please go to Tabletop Jones Productions and do the same there. Like, subscribe, and share as much as possible. I am currently trying to reach more people. I'd like to get to 30 subscribers. I'm currently at 25. Trying to keep it my goals reasonable for right now. And so please, if you know anybody who might be interested, just share it with them. Let them check it out, and hopefully hopefully they subscribe. Well, I hope at least. All right. So anyway, thank you very much. You have a great day, and take care of yourself. And I'll see you again. Bye.